pregnant and I need a distraction, so let's talk. Actually, can you hear that? They're going crazy with construction. Let's see if the other side of the house is a little quieter. Okay, it's definitely not better at all. And I'm kind of delusional, thinking that walking across the house would help. But hopefully you can't hear it, and hopefully I will be able to tune it out. I've been working on that because we're gonna be living near construction for like a year probably. Anyhow, let's talk goals. Let's try that again. My toddler's currently refusing to nap, so you might hear that as well. He was kicking and I had to go up and talk to him about we don't smash into the wall. Then a forklift started driving by very loudly, so I had to wait for that, and then my battery died. Oh, and I was up till 3 a.m. last night, so you might see these massive bags under my eyes because baby girl was kicking for like almost 4 hours straight. I actually called in about it because I was getting nervous, like, what does this mean? Nothing, apparently. I just get to suffer. Anyhow, let's talk how goals went in 2024. One last tangent, because you can see our little conehead Penny right here. Poor girl has like a sore in her mouth. It's nothing serious, but she has to go around with the cone of shame. I feel bad for her. That's how it's been at the new house. Now, for some more positive things, let's see how I did on goals this is my bullet journal for the second half of 2024. I have narrowed it down, surprisingly, to 10. This particular year, I went a lot lighter on goals than I think in past years. And I'm going to talk about that, but I kind of want to reminisce really quick about goals in general, because it occurred to me that I used to go really all out with goals and just kind of put as many on there as I possibly could think of, despite not really having more time than the year before. I don't know why I used to do that. And I don't regret it, because I think there was like a season of my career, like the beginning, where just pushing really, really hard and just going all in was exactly what I needed to do to build a really good foundation, so that in a year like this, where it really didn't work that much at all, I still actually made more money than any year prior. Like, how is that possible? And sorry, this is not a finance video, although if you want, I'm considering doing a video about like an average indie author income, because I feel like I'm just like your average indie author over here. I'm not, not making anything. I'm not making six figures, as cool as that would be. So anyhow, let's reel it back in, because I have not been making videos in a while, and you can probably tell I'm very scattered and I don't have any sort of plan for this video except to talk goals. If this is by any chance your first time seeing me in one of my videos, I have somewhere around 15 books published. I started out in one genre, I tried a few other things, and I kind of landed in YA fantasy fairy tale retellings. This is my top seller, I would say. And then this is my newest release, and yeah, that's me. Oh, and I should probably say this, because people will be like, oh my gosh, 15 books, how do you do it overnight? But it's not overnight. This is, funny enough, like my 8-year anniversary, possibly today. Let's see what day it is. I'm filming this on Friday the 13th. Maybe that's why some things are going wrong. I'm kidding. I don't believe in that, but like everything's been going wrong, so it kind of makes me want to focus. When did I get laid off? It was December 2016, and it was right before Christmas, like a week or two before Christmas. So roughly exactly 8 years ago, I got laid off, and I started looking into like, hey, what if I did this writing thing for a living? Let's see if I can make it work while I have 3 months severance pay. I have my whole story here. I'll link that below. But then it took me a whole year to get that first book that I had actually been working on for like almost 10 years prior to that, put together to figure out publishing. And it was December, I think 5th of 2017 that I published my first book. So that would be 7 years being a published author officially, and 8 years of trying to figure out how to be your own boss and set goals and all that good stuff. And yes, I do use bullet journals still. I'm actually a little sad that I threw out all my bullet journals during this move. I was like trying to downsize. I was really in the mood, being in a nesting stage as baby is about to come around Christmas this year. I just wanted everything gone. But now I'm kind of sad I can't look back at goals, because I would like to look back. But the cool thing about this year's goals is I actually made all of them. I will admit to you, I somewhat cheated on one of them, but we're gonna do it. So thank you for bearing with me on the rambling. I know you're not supposed to do that, but let's talk goals. I'm gonna go through them fast. Number 1, publish The Secret Curse. I did that in January, I think. I should really know that, shouldn't I? I specifically remember writing that in like, this is totally going to get done in a couple weeks, but I'm going to write it in anyway. Let me know if you do stuff like that. And I should say that's book 3 in a complete YA fantasy series, a villain origin story with like Maleficent vibes. She saves herself and Enemies to Lovers. What else? I'm so bad at selling my own books. You can go check it out if you want to read the blurb. The next one I had on the list was baby number 2. And if you've been around for a while, you know that I actually checked this one off the list in January as well. And then we lost the baby. And that was really, really hard. And I had like scribbled that one out in the other bullet journal. I was like, do I even want to put this on the list? I don't know. But I did. And here we are, 39 weeks. And I'm so very, 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 very thankful. And I have to keep reminding myself of that. You can be in a place in life where you're thankful and struggling at the same time. That is such a realistic thing, FYI. Yeah, that's where I've been all year. But I'm very, like, it doesn't change the fact that I'm so thankful. Along with trying for a baby, I wanted to prioritize my health. And just so you know, pretty much all of these goals came with a breakdown, because I like to do what's called SMART goals, if you've ever heard of those, you know, measurable, attainable, etc. Well, attainable is tricky, like with the baby and stuff. But anyway, I would try to break all of these down into monthly goals. Okay, what do I do this month? Like for prioritizing health, one month it was like walk 10,000 steps every day. One month it was like go to the gym this many times per week. One month it was like start cooking healthier. So I tried really, really hard to actually make more specific goals for each month that helped me, I think, cross all these off the list. Most of them. Like I said, I cheated with one of them, but we'll get there. I would say I checked the box for prioritizing health because I really did make an effort. Now, when I got pregnant, there were definitely some months that I didn't do as well, but it was still a priority and I still tried my best. I seriously tried. Then I had launched Kickstarter for the omnibus. If you've seen any of my fun Kickstarter videos, I should link those below too in case you're curious about Kickstarter. It's really blowing up. Funny enough, I actually did a Kickstarter for my debut. So I did not really know what I was doing. It was my second Kickstarter because I had done one for music. I'm gonna let you watch those Kickstarter videos if you wanna know more about those because I'm a little embarrassed about the past ones, but I learned a lot. This time around, it was very successful. I thought it went amazing. I was actually blown away by how much fun it was, but I poured everything into promoting that and making it the best it could possibly be, and then fulfilling all the orders. And then I was going through first trimester, very, very sick. Second trimester, I was trying to make a comeback, but it was just, that was like the whole year, my biggest project, funny enough. I did have put the omnibus on pre-order, and I was like, why didn't I put publish? Because I also published, and then I was like, oh, I broke it up so that I'd have like 10. So just FYI. Technically, I both put it on pre-order and I published in October. And so this book is available to purchase. I'm out of breath. And I'm really, really proud of it. I'm so happy I finally did it because that was probably the longest from conception of the idea to actually publishing the book that I've done since my debut. Everything else I've done so much faster. And then this one just got really, really, really stretched out because it's an omnibus, which means it has 3 books in it. So I had to finish all those 3 books in the series. And then I had to write I wrote 2 bonus scenes and I hired the character artist, and then I had to just wait and sit on it for over a year. I actually have a story about that too. So many videos. So I'm gonna stop myself from rambling. Let's keep going. I have read 50 books and I did a little checkbox as I got through it. I actually think I'm a little behind in updating Goodreads. I think I am closing in on 60. Plus I have a bunch that are half started because when the move happened, I just didn't have it in me to finish any books. So I think I am around 60 and counting, depending. We'll see what happens this year because, like I said, I just haven't been in the mood to read at all lately, which is annoying because this would be the perfect time. But anyway, then I had YouTube goals. This one was so much fun because I like to do the good, better, best, or I think I wrote good, great, best there. And as of recording, we are at 63,200 something. So that's exciting. I need to pause and just say thank you because the fact that you're here and excited about my videos means so much to me. I don't know if you know this, but I started way back in 2009 making music videos. And so I had been doing YouTube almost, gosh, was it 8 or 9 years, something like that, when I switched over to Authortube in 2017, October, I think. Wow, that's like, is that 15 years on YouTube? That's a crazy thought. So thank you for supporting my YouTube channel. I really appreciate you guys, seriously. I love, love, love doing this, so I hope that you'll continue to like my videos. I should probably be faster or you're gonna be like, no, Bethany, we're leaving. Okay, then I had write the butter book and I put first draft. I didn't say finish the first draft, I just put first draft. If you've been watching my series on the butter book, you know that I am about halfway-ish through, and it's probably, okay, it's for sure not gonna happen this year. Let's be real. It's like December, what is it? It's December 13th. It's not gonna happen. Let's just take a moment of silence for the butter book. You can't hear the hammering in the background. Maybe you can't. I hope you can't. Anyhow, I checked the box because I did start it and I did write quite a bit, and I count that as a success. I think it's really important, honestly, when you're setting goals, to count the progress, if that makes sense. I'm trying to think of a better way to say it, but I have pregnancy brain. So hopefully this makes sense, but I just feel like so many people give up halfway towards their goal because it didn't happen in the timeline that they think. Like, what if I had given up on having a baby? I wouldn't have my little girl coming this Christmas. What if I had given up on writing because my professor was like, you suck? You have to realize that just because things don't happen in a specific timeline doesn't mean that they can't happen. So I'm checking that box very intentionally for myself to acknowledge all the work that I did do. And I just wanted to encourage you guys, if you're feeling like, well, I got some things done this year, but not everything I wanted to do. Well, first of all, nobody actually gets everything they want to do done. I took some things off this list back at the beginning of the year, and I can't even remember what they are anymore. But if I still had the other bullet journal, I could have told you, but I threw it away. Anyhow, I'm on a tangent again. I hope that encouraged you, but let me just finish with, we already talked about publishing. So the last one is the signed copy sale. And I did, I think, 2 of them, if you count the Kickstarter for sure, because I had signed copies available through that. And then I did maybe just 1 on my website later on. Can't remember, but I would check that box. I try to do at least 1 signed copy sale a year. If you count the events that I went to, then I actually brought signed copies to 1 or 2 events this year. I didn't do a ton because I was pretty out of it. But considering how physically I have struggled this year, being pregnant and very, very sick for a lot of it, and just really, really tired for a lot of it, I would say I'm very thankful and very proud of this year. And I'm kind of shocked that I got so much done. And I'm really excited to talk about 2025 because I have some thoughts actually, and some goals are starting to form. But I also am realizing my toddler fell asleep and maybe I should take a nap right now. So it's like, priorities, what do I do? What do I do? I don't know, I guess you'll find out in the next one.